I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we talented, passionate people. I don't understand. No, it's okay, bro.
It's real.
Yeah.
And
we gotta take a break.
yeah, let's take a break.
Whew. I was gonna ask if someone was cutting onions in the room, but then I heard those tears from Day26 were from some real life drama. Child, imagine the depth of pain a full-grown man must have gone through to be out here crying like a toddler who dropped his ice cream. And let me tell you, the reason for their tears might leave you ugly crying too after the tea gets spilled. So prepare yourself as we get into it. Now, according to Q, one of the Day26 members, Diddy sent him an email with cryptic information that has left his mental health unstable for a long time. And to be honest, the majority of folks aren't even questioning Q's claims. Cause let's be real, there have been plenty of rumors about Diddy's alleged shady behavior. We're talking claims of him doing some pretty wild stuff to people or even threatening them. Have y'all heard when this man Chopper, an ex-Bad Boy Records signee, said they were all in a room shooting with MTV when Freddie P, another ex-Bad Boy signee, said something slick to Diddy? He said Diddy asked MTV to cut the camera and walk outside, and then told Freddie P he was going to buy the whole block in his streets, get everyone out, and make sure Freddie P gets shot anytime he walks out.
Freddie P, what's the backstory behind Puffy telling him that he'll take his life?
I was there. He had us all sitting in the we was in Daddy's house, and Fred said something slick to Diddy, and Diddy felt the way. And he was like, turn the cameras off. He told MTV to turn the cameras off. You heard me, and walk out the room. They walked out the room, and we just was sitting there. And I'm not knowing what's going on. I ain't know they much had smoke with each other, you dig? But Diddy was letting it loose. I'm talking about, he told Fred, I would buy your whole block, move everybody out the neighborhood, and every time you walk outside, somebody will be shooting at you. That made Fred lead the band.
Now, this makes not much difference with what allegedly went down with Q. In a recent interview with his crew, they were asked about Roger Bonds, Diddy's former head of security, and why he's been coming for Diddy. Then Q said, my thing with Roger Bonds was I had an issue with him, and I was kind of nervous around them because I was in an email, and I saw some things in a personal email that threw me off guard. I understand you're crying now off the trauma that you've seen, but what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email? And when Q was asked about what he saw in the email, he said, I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial. I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person, you know, because I'm not. But when you're under a power, man, I can't go into details now, but sir, I'll tell you, it felt like some sacrificial stuff was going on, man. It felt very scary and weird to the point where I ran to get help. I ran to my doctor, I spoke up with my family, I spoke up to people around me. Child, the next thing was Q and his crew started crying. Y'all, things just got real interesting. Everyone started wondering what was in the email that could make Day26 cry on camera. And that's when Stevie J jumped into the conversation. Stevie J was recently on the internet saying he got the receipt. People took him seriously until he went on to make jokes about them saying they cry in harmony because they sing in harmony.
Oh yeah, that's when they were crying and all that?
Yeah, you saw
Why was they crying about? Because they was just DMing me talking about some, yo, tell Puff that such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? I got receipts and all that.
But then the rest of the group started to cry. I've never seen that before. Like 5 grown men suddenly are crying at the same time. I've never seen that before.
They know how to sing in harmony. They probably know how to cry in harmony.
Okay, that was funny. But honestly, the situation itself isn't something to laugh about, especially to see men of that age crying. It was after seeing that video of Stevie J, I stumbled upon Boozie Badass's interview on the same ish. Now, Boozie is one person who kept it real and has the internet buzzing because he didn't even consider Q and his crew's feelings. Bro went off on them not because he trying to be wicked, because they ain't saying the actual reason for their cry. He kept asking if Diddy hurt their feelings or their butt. He said it's possible Diddy did hurt their feelings on personal stuff, but why get up there and cry without saying it?
I'm not quite sure what it is, but it was traumatic enough to have a whole group of grown men
Why
cry.
grown men ain't talking about it?
I don't know. He said,
Yo, they was up here.
He said,
what are they crying about? Did he hurt their feelings or did he hurt their ass?
Ooh, I don't know.
What are they crying about? He might have hurt their feelings because he was hurting their feelings on making it a band.
Yeah.
They might be traumatized with it like that.
Yeah.
But if you gonna get up here, why the you get up here and tell them? You crying, did he go in your ass or not? Because you have people thinking they went in your ass. Don't get up here and try to salt the man down. Tell the truth.
Now, the interviewer responded to Boozie saying Day26 don't want to snitch on anybody. That's why they ain't spilling what's in the email. Well, folks heard that too, but they're not comfortable with Day26 not spilling it. The question people are asking is, how can they help or understand these men if they don't know what went down? And let me tell you, this reason is why Boozie is going off on them. He replied to the interviewer saying if they don't want to snitch, then it means they enjoyed it and would love to relive it. Crazy. Bro went in hard saying that if Q and his crew aren't spilling the tea, it's probably because they're trying to hide something. And let's be real, the first thing that comes to mind isn't that their feelings got hurt, it's that something way more sinister went down. Bro's words, not mine. Q might have gotten bent by Diddy. Child, Boozie is dead serious. He ain't here for some jokes. If you've been keeping up, he's been drilling home one point. Either Q's feelings got hurt or his butt got hurt. Now, what Boozie said seemed to give some folks an idea about what was behind the tears, and what they're saying is pretty shocking. They're saying if someone's backside has been hurt, their feelings might be hurt too. Did y'all catch that? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, and honestly, it's no laughing matter. Because if we're keeping it 100, all the alleged victims of Diddy, Usher, Justin Bieber, Jaden Smith, ain't never come out and straight up accused him of nothing. They only showing these emotions like they're clearly still feeling something about whatever went down with Diddy. And now people are thinking that's exactly what's going on with Q, that there's some drama, but he's not talking about it either. Now, I was wondering what has SA got to do with Diddy sending an email, but the internet is saying it's possible Diddy sent a video of himself violating Q when Q was unconscious. Can you imagine? Like this user said, the email is probably a video of him getting violated. That is nothing to giggle or make fun of. They wouldn't be crying if it's not something dead serious. And this user replied, he probably was drunk. Dude, I believe there's a high chance he's seen a video or email of himself and didn't even remember that ish. But what do y'all think? Why is Q and his crew crying that hard publicly? Was the email sent to Q truly a video of him getting violated? And do y'all think he and his crew will eventually tell what really is in the email? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.